Interesting response from our inbox. A lot of our viewers, of course, love Reform UK. They think that Lee Anderson's appointment is entirely positive, but it won't be greeted like that from all sides of the political spectrum, will it?
Andrew and Bev, yeah, morning. I'm here in Westminster with this news breaking that the MP for Ashfield, the independent MP for Ashfield, former Tory party deputy chairman, has joined the Reform Party, and he joins me now. Lee Anderson, some of our viewers, some of them positive, but some are saying, how can they trust you? You were a Labour councillor, then a Tory MP, then independent, now a Reform MP.
Well, first of all, Chop, I don't think people are actually saying that. I think this is journalists again being mischievous. I've just seen in this hall today, look, and I've said numerous times today, this morning, that I'm going to put my country first, the constituency comes second, and then the party, unfortunately, comes third. So I'm doing it for my country.
That was an email read out by my colleague Bev Turner just now on air saying that very thing.
That was probably from Keir Starmer, was it?
When did you decide to join the Reform Party? But you did say, didn't you, back on the 2nd of January, I think, on GB News, that Reform was not the party for you, it was opening a door to Keir Starmer.
Well, things have changed. Things have moved on, Chopper, since then. We saw last week George Galloway entering Parliament, which frightens me to death, and a lot of mainstream people across the country. That's scary. He's mobilising. The rest of Parliament seem to be sleepwalking into disaster, not prepared to stand up and fight back against this threat. So, the Reform Party offering sound economic policies, as well as sticking up for this great country of ours, and I've said time and time again, Chopper, all I want is my country back. I want to be able to feel safe, and my family and friends feel safe walking the streets. I want these demonstrations on our streets of London stopped. These idiots that are out, these yobbos that are shouting murderous things on the streets of London, these need to be locked up. It's all well and good, spouting out strong words from the steps of Downing Street and in the chamber. But people want action. They want to see action. They want to see this stop. They want our country back. And we should be incredibly proud of this country and its achievements over hundreds and hundreds of years. But we seem now to be apologising for our past, our history, our culture. It's a gift to the world, this great country of ours. We've given this world so much, but slowly but surely, we're giving this country away to people who just do not like our way of life.
How will you get your country back? By leaving the party governing that country?
So that's by campaigning up and down the country with Reform UK, making sure that people get out. People have now got a reason to vote, because the big thing I was picking up on the doorsteps over the past 6 or 7 months or so is that people will not go out and vote next time. The reason the Labour Party are 20 points ahead, is because a lot of the Conservative voters just don't want to vote. They feel politically homeless at the moment. Now, this might trigger a few people now to thinking, actually, there is a different party, there is something to vote for, there's a reason to go out on election day and vote for something completely different, because at the moment, the Conservative Party and Labour Party, you can't divide them.
And no money's changed hands?
Absolutely no money at all. I'm hoping that Tyson will buy me a pint later, but I have more chance of getting a pint out of him than I have from you, the Chopper.
And when did you tell Rishi Sunak?
Pardon?
When did you tell the Prime Minister?
I've not told him.
He's finding out on GB News right now.
You'll find out from the press conference this morning. No, I mean, Twitter's been alive with rumours this morning. I've got no truck with Rishi. I think he's a good man. I think he's a decent man. But they should have never took the whip off me. And when you look around the country, Chopper, at the amount of support I've had over my comments, and you know this from GB News, the amount of emails that's come in, over 4,000 emails in inbox at work, a sack full of mail. Everywhere I go, people want to shake my hand. I was at a football match last week, people coming up to me, shaking my hand and saying, well done, Lee. I've got the mood of the nation, I'm pretty sure I have. Now, there'll be some people that obviously say that he's not, he's a fascist, he's a bigot, he's all these silly things. Nothing I said a few weeks back about Mayor Khan was Islamophobic or racist. It's nonsense. People need a voice. And if I can't speak up for them in that place over there, then I might as well not be there.
And just finally, any other colleagues might join you?
I have no idea. I suppose the drums will be beating now, and there'll be lots of messages going backwards and forth, Chopper, but I don't know. That's up to them.
Andrew and Bev, back to you. Bev, you have a question for Lee Anderson.
Lee, morning, and it's a big moment for Reform UK now. Will you put your money where your mouth is, Lee, and have a by-election, trigger a by-election? Because that's what happened in 2014 when Carswell and Reckless left the Tory party and defected to UKIP, and they both won and won big. You could win big. Are you going to do it?
That's Andrew Pearce, our colleague at GB News, saying, will you have a by-election? You could win big. It happened with Douglas Carswell. Why not put your money where your mouth is? And you have signed, in fact, a motion, haven't you? Anthony Mangle's motion, you signed that before. Why not have a by-election and back yourself?
Well, Andrew needs to watch what happened earlier. He's obviously not paying attention, is Andrew. It's a bit like him as well, Andrew. Pay attention to what I said earlier, Andrew, and that is that there could be an election in May, so it'd be rather foolish to call a by-election now.
There you are, Andrew. Bev, got a question?
Andrew Pearce a hard time, so I'm on board. He's just won my vote. Right, thank you both, Lee Anderson, Christopher Hope. Okay.